Good evening. Kitty Cat here from KittyKat'sKnitPlace. Yeah, Mimi. But I just figured I better do a update on what I've been up to. I haven't posted anything since January 19th. And here it is, February 7th, 2025. But this last couple of weeks I haven't really felt myself. I've been like, bleh. Everybody in the house has had sniffles, cough. Kids, Chasey was out of school for a week because he was sick. Not strep, not COVID, not the flu. Tonsils. Like golf balls, I guess. But Brian's had the croupy cough and the sniffles and the body aches. But he tested, when he went to the doctors, he tested for COVID and he was negative. And I was working with my client right along, but this week I've gotten worse. My croupy cough. Of course, I have asthma and COPD. I'm chronic bronchitis and that type stuff. So the sinuses got all plugged. Sinus headaches to where I felt like my whole head was exploding. You don't want to hear that. But anyway, it's just been getting worse. Started coughing up some phlegm. So I pretty much, other than going to work with my client, I've stuck close to home, doctored up. It's all you can do. Let it run its course. And I'm going to apologize now for any sneezing or sniffling or coughing that I might do like in a second. Sorry. Kind of catches, especially if I talk too much. So I've been on the quiet side. But, see, that kind of like gave me a brain rush. Oh. But otherwise, like I said, as long as I'm feeling okay, I will go to work with my client and take her to doctor's appointments. She had to see her primary care physician, have some blood work drawn, because she runs a low sodium. But the doctor thinks it was because of her high blood pressure medication that is causing the sodium level to drop. So she was going to change that med. She hasn't done it yet. I don't know why, but we have a Zoom meeting scheduled for February 11th at 10:45 with her doctor. So, but anyway, if I wasn't feeling good, I stayed home, which yesterday I wasn't really feeling up to it, and I don't want to expose her to it. She's got enough health issues. She doesn't need my croupy cough, even though I'm not positive for COVID or flu. No symptoms like that. No fever. But, like I said, sinuses plug, and then they drain, and it irritates the throat, and then I get the croupy cough. So I did have to go and do her grocery shopping today, so she'll have food for the weekend and next week. So I got that done, and I wore a mask when I took her groceries to her apartment. She was laying down. I didn't wake her up either. I just took the groceries in, put everything away, I even scooped her kitty box. Her other PCA emptied the rubbish, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I did tell her that if I'm feeling better tomorrow, Saturday, February 8th, that I would come over for a little while, because I can't wear masks for long term. It just affects my breathing, makes it worse. So, but she's going to need laundry washed, and I have to check her mail. She has recertifications for her housing and her fuel assistance, and the management office where she lives. So I have her Social Security verification letter that they all need copies of, and a copy of her electric bill to make sure she's getting residential level 2 low income housing electric bill. But anyway, I'll deal with that tomorrow. Also tomorrow we're supposed to get another storm. We've had a few. Nothing really bad though. Really. Most of what we got since December, it snows. It either warms up into the 40s or 50s and it melts away. Or it rains and melts the snow away. Then we did get another snowstorm. It was probably, was it last week? I don't remember now. They all blend into each other. But we got probably about 3-4 inches. Not more than 5. I think my sister said she got 5 inches in her yard. I think we only got about 4 inches. We really didn't get that much. But then the next day, it warmed up. So Brian and I were out there shoveling the snow out of the driveway. It was lightweight. It was fluffy snow. So I went out and helped him. Good exercise for me, too. I think that's when the sinuses started to be bothersome. But then, of course, when everything in the driveway melted, because I threw down some rock salt or ice melt, whatever you want to call it, because it was getting icy where the vehicles would drive over it. So I took the ice chipper and I broke that up, got that out of the way the best I could. And I went and picked up Chasey and Brianna after school a couple of times while Brian was sleeping because he was so tired. But that's pretty much what I've been doing since January 19th. Knitting, crocheting, working, grocery shopping or doctor's appointments for my client, going over and helping with light housework, cooking her Sunday dinners and stuff. But I wanted to show you one of my finished projects. I guess I should, to show you, oh, yeah, really good. I got my Kleenex, because I've been doctoring up. I got a Quate cold and flu, severe cold and flu daytime. I had to pick up some more cold and flu, Equate, Walmart brand, severe cold and flu for bedtime. Yeah. And then I got some Equate mucus relief tabs to help break up the sinuses where they drain, and it kind of settles in the upper chest, and then I cough that phlegm up. So I got some 15 tabs. It was $1.28. Figure let's try it and see if it'll help break it up. And then I had to get more of my allergy tabs that I take every day. Equate, again, from Walmart. See if I can get it to focus. But anyway, it's equivalent to Allegra 24. What else did I get? Oh, I got some, again, Equate. Walmart brand is so much cheaper than Vicks brand, but it's like the Vicks severe medicated throat drops. This is Vape Cool is what it's like from Vicks severe throat drops. It's almost like taking a teaspoon of Vicks and eating it. That's what they taste like. But it helps clear the sinus a little bit. And right now this side is dripping, but this side is still plugged. So I just, like I said, feel so lousy that I haven't really even done too much. Like I said, no vlogging, none whatsoever. I have tried to catch lives when I see them. I've pretty much stayed in bed under my sheepskin fleece blanket, keeping warm. And of course then that makes me tired and sleepy, so I take a nap. But in between that, I do get some knitting done while I'm watching videos, or some crochet done. Winwick Mum in the UK, she did in January, I think she started January 10th, Winter Haven Knit Along. And all you had to do to join it was choose one of her patterns and take a picture of what you were working on in your cozy place. Well, here's my cozy place. And she was doing the pattern Trailblazer, which I got. And the yarn I used was from Green Lambkin Yarn, Suzanne, who is also in Derbyshire in the UK. And it was from the sock club I belong to, with Suzanne's shop. So last year it was Moons of the Year. So each moon of every month has its own special name. Well, this was December's yarn, and it was Cold Moon. So it's like this beautiful, this sparkle base with purples and blues. So I did the Trailblazer sock pattern by Winwick Mum. So I used her pattern, but I used my yarn. And of course, Suzanne always provides in the sock club, you get 100-gram hank of sock yarn, and you got a 20-gram mini of coordinating. So this is the purple that I used to match the purple specks in the yarn. So I made myself a pair of socks, and I just love them. And I got them done in 4 weeks. I had them done by the end of January. No prize, it just a knit along. Keep busy. So I got those done. But around Christmas, I had done a Christmas cast on somewhere here of socks, and I think I got them right here. Yes, here they are. This was yarn I had bought from West Yorkshire Spinners, and also in the UK someplace. And I cast these on Christmas. Of course, they went by the wayside when I was working on the Trailblazer socks. I mean, I've got the heel done. The leg is done, and look at how it sparkles. Isn't that gorgeous? All sparkle base in Christmas colors called Nutcracker. I bought the yarn last year. I bought 2 balls of it. 1 pair I made last year, but I still had the second ball of yarn. So I cast this on for Christmas. And it went into hibernation. But it's going to get done. My sister likes the colors, so I told her I would give them to her when I'm done. So I've been working on that. And they're sitting in the sock cozy, the yarn cozy from Davina of Little Workroom Crafts. She makes these little cozies to where you can put your yarn in so it doesn't get all twisted and tangled, because I'm a top pull. So I got 2 sets of these. You get 2. Well, I got 2 sets. So I've been working on that. And it's sitting in my beautiful project bag with snowmen. I'm telling you, well, it was Christmas cast on. This is a wired project bag that I purchased from This Lizzie Makes. This Lizzie Sews. She's in the UK also. And she makes project bags and notion pouches, and she does, I think, the little cases for double point needles. But anyway, she makes these project bags with a wired opening, zippered, and she lines it in polka dot with the snowman, and it came with a little stitch marker, place keeper, with a gingerbread man on it. Of course, now I have my progress keepers that I got from Suzanne at Green Lambkin in my sock club. She always, it's like, gives a little something in the sock club. And in Advent that I got with little minis from the Enchanted Forest was this last year. The year before was Traditions Around the World, Christmas Around the World. So anyway, she had sent this beautiful project keeper with some of the yarn she sent that I had bought. So like I said, I've got that project whip going, which I want to finish. But that's not all. Then I found in my Doctor Who project bag that I got from Deborah Garner on a Facebook group, Addicted to Sock Knitting. She made project bags and stuff, canvas bags, and I bought these a few years ago. But anyway, I got Doctor Who, and I got some Harry Potters, and there was some other ones that, but this was Doctor Who's villains, the Daleks and the Cybermen and the Potato Head But in there I had another pair of socks that got put by the wayside until I found it. I went looking for my size 3 knitting needles, and that's when I found this. So here's another pair of socks I've got to finish. And yeah, I got more of Suzanne's Progress Keepers that came with yarn on that one. And like I said, this was Addicted to Sock Knitting by Deborah Garner. I don't know if she does it anymore now. Like I said, that was years ago. But this Lizzie Sews, she only sells her project bags on Facebook. And she makes beautiful, beautiful bags. The materials are gorgeous. Yes, I will show you 2 more that I purchased. I just love them. Of course, these are bigger bags because now this is, again, this Lizzie Sews. And there's her little tag, this Lizzie Sews. And it's mushrooms. Aren't they gorgeous? And it's a nice canvas type material with the strap. And it also has a wide opening, wire opening with blue polka dot lining. But this is holding my year-long shawl that I'm making in the Mystery Knit Along with Expression Fiber Arts. Shandy. I join her year-long knit-alongs and her crochet-alongs, always. So this is what I've got done so far of Clue 1 of the knit-along. So that was January. And it has like a, all I can think of is like a poinsettia in the top, and it's going to be a circular shawl. And I'm working this with fingering weight yarn that I have in my stash. So I started January as garnet for the birthstone. So I figured, what the heck, go with this. It's as close as I can get to garnet. It's more of like a burgundy, but it's gorgeous. And it's so easy to do. I started a second one with Cotton King's cake in purple that a friend of mine sent to me. She had bought it, and when she got it, she realized it wasn't what she wanted, because it's almost like 3 threads, sewing thread, 3 threads held together. They're not even twisted, but they're in gradient colors of lavender and purple. They're really pretty. So anyway, my sweet dear friend Anne Stamen, who lived in California until she passed. She was a big 49ers fan, but she passed 2 years ago now. But before she had passed, she knew she'd never use it, so she sent it to me. And I think there was like 5 cakes that she bought. So I'm doing the second one in lavenders. I have plenty of the King Cotton cakes to do it. But this, I'm using fingering weight. So where I did the burgundy, I'm thinking for February, this is more green lambkin yarn. This one was, see, that was Cold Moon. Is this Ice Moon or something? I would have to look at the band. I have it someplace. Oh, here we go. It's... No, this one. Yeah, it's Falkland song. It's Blossom Pixie. And it's 80% Falkland, 20% nylon. Superwash. And it's got beautiful little different flecks of blues and purples along with the different shades of pink and cream. So I figured this will be February's clue. When I get it, it will look really pretty with maroon. Yep. And like I said, I also have this, which is, it's a fingering weight, but it has nups of black and cream and stuff in the pink. So I could use this. Or this was some I bought, I believe, off of Etsy. And it's just pinks and purples. I know it looks blue, but it's pinks and purples, lavenders. So I could do this. But like I said, right now I'm using the burgundy until I get clue number 2 for the knit along. And like I said, that's sitting in my this Lizzie Sews mushroom project bag, and Lizzie provided a little toadstool project keeper. Aren't those cute? And where this project is going to be year-long, I'm going to need something big, so that's why I got the extra big project bag with the box bottom, so it sits up very nice and stays open with my yarn. And it has a nice little zipper on it. And right now I have a little sheep pull on it. So that's my year-long project. And what else did I have? In my Grinch project bag that I got from Fancy Boy Designs on Etsy. He made this one, nice box bottom, zippered bag. I have, like I said, there's the other from last year, the Sparkle West Yorkshire Spinners Nutcracker leftover yarn from the socks I made last year. But in here, I also have Green Lambkins sock yarn that is a beautiful yellow, and as you see, Suzanne provided me with a little husk of corn and a little yellow star and a green bead progress keeper with a green coordinating mini or classic sock yarn. This one doesn't sparkle. This is just classic. This is full corn moon, so I think this one was September. Was it September or November? Anyway, but I'd have to look up full corn moon to know what month it is. And 75% merino and 25% nylon. 100-gram hank of sock yarn, 20-gram mini. So that's what's sitting in my Grinch project bag. waiting to be cast on, but it's going to be a while because I still got plenty of projects to do first. I did get to Daigo Crochet live yesterday. She was selling some jewelry, costume jewelry. Oh, I forgot to put this in here. This is Knitology from Knit Crate. And again, it's fingering, and it's 100-gram hank. That's when I was getting yarn from Knit Crate. Remember them? I don't even know if they're still around, but I had a subscription to them too. So I figure at some point I can use it on my knit along with Shandy's Mystery 2025 knit along. And that is the P-U-R-R Port knit along. Now she's doing a crochet along also. Oh, here it is. Here's my crochet along I'm doing for Shandy's 2025 crochet along. Because I don't have enough projects to do as it is. But this is the Concord, I believe. Connote? I believe that's what it was called. C-O-N-N-O-T-E is this crochet along. Yeah, the Connote. So it's a 2025 mystery crochet along. Anyway, I've been working on that, but I can only crochet for so long. I'm using yarn I have in my stash. She wanted, it calls for fingering weight. Well, I tried crocheting with fingering weight. Yeah, my hands can't do it. I have to use the worsted weight. So I'm using what I had here and a J hook, 6mm, and I'm using my Clover Soft Touch. But they're, like I said, it's like I hold them like a pencil when I crochet, and after a while my thumb starts to hurt, so I have to put it down. But this is clue 1 is from here down, and it's basically all front and back post crochets. On clue 1 I ran out of the darker purple, so I went with a lavender, and I have 2 skeins of this. So I got plenty of that. But this is February. This is clue 2, and I'm hoping it's right. Kind of on the idea of like a mosaic, only I'm not holding it back and forth. I do 2 rows, and then I switch yarns. Then I do 2 rows, and then I switch back to, so it's alternating. But that's what I've got done so far of clue 1 and clue 2. And I've got to do, see, for clue 2, I've done 9 rows. And I got to go to 58 rows. So it's basically, it's repeating row 5 to 8 12 times, and then row 5 and 6 one more time. So it won't take long to do this, but like I said, I'm using like a teal, like an aqua, with the light lavender. And I do have another skein of the dark lavender that I found. And I have another skein of the teal. So that is another whip that I've been working on. I get bored with one thing, I switch to something else. But that, where it's bulky weight, right now it's just sitting in a, what I use as a purse in the summertime or fall, handles, until I can find one of my reusable shopping bags that will hold this as it gets bigger, because this is year-long also. So that's just going to be an ongoing project until December 2025. Now, I wanted to show you my other bag that I got from this Lizzie Sews. This one is another big one. And like I said, this Lizzie Sews, and she only sells these on Facebook. So do a search for this Lizzie Sews, and you can order these beautiful bags. And she has a lot of pretty materials. This one was called Easter Egg, I believe, and it's like a tweed or a tartan, but it's gorgeous. And like I said, it has a large opening. Now in here I have, oh, there you are. That's the pattern for the socks I was doing. Find the Joy socks. That is around here someplace. Anyway, this is a shawl that I'm doing using my Advent yarns that I did, the Advent in December, all the Advent yarns that I got. So this, it's just a simple shawl that I'm doing using my Advent yarn, and this is as far as I've gotten. I've started on my third Advent. This one was Enchanted Forest, Christmas Advent box. So you remember I was opening up the Advent bags for this? Well, I'm also using it with this very fine lace. So it's fingering weight and the lace weight yarn held together to make this shawl. And like I said, I love the colors. Allie from Little Drops of This Little Wonderful Life, she used her Advent yarns from Green Lambkin Advent. She made the Just Feel Festive shawl by Kalisha from Quirky Monday. She and Suzanne, I believe, both did that one. But like I said, to try and crochet with fingering weight, I tried and I couldn't do it. So I'm knitting this one. And it's the pattern, oh Lord, I got it in here someplace. I'll have to look it up and post it. But it's a simple knit and purl. Knit and purl back. Knit, purl back. And that's it. And at the beginning of the row, you do an increase of a yarn over. So it's like I knit 2, slip my place marker, do a yarn over, and then knit all the way to the next stitch marker with the center spine, and I do an increase before the stitch marker, knit 1, and then I do an increase after the second stitch marker, and then I knit all the way over, and I do an increase at the next stitch marker. Oh, that's disappeared. I gotta find it. Anyway, and then I do knit 2 at the end. And then I turn around and I purl all the way back. So it's a very simple pattern. Has to be for my brain. I need simple. But like I said, again, it's in my Easter egg, this Lizzie Sews project bag with the wide opening and the green polka dot lining and all my advent yarns. So then what did I find? Like I said, I was looking for something, and boy did I find whips. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 that I can count right now, but I'm sure there's more. I know there's more. Hopefully I live long enough to finish all these whips, because I'm not one to frog them. If I start them, eventually I will finish them. So anyway, this one is the zigzag scrappy pattern, and you make a shawl, and this is out of leftover yarn, and it's knit, and I think I started this 5-6 years ago, and it got put by the wayside. It went into hibernation. So I have been using little tiny balls of yarn that I had left, and like I said, I was looking for size 3mm knitting needles for one of my projects. Anyway, I came across this. So the zigzag started out pretty good. And then it kind of looks like it went by the wayside here, but it's a 2-row repeat. How hard is that? You got 1 row of pattern, and the next is a knit, and the back is really kind of crappy. I haven't sewed in any of the tails yet, and this is the front. Like I said, I started this one like 5-6 years ago when I started going to the no, it's probably longer than that, because it was when I first started going to the Dragonfly Sock Knitter group. Anyway, this I'm using up all of the little baby balls, and I got lots. And I had a friend email me today and asked me if I wanted leftover yarns, sock yarn that she's got that she's not going to use. Can I say no? No, I can't. So I'll get that from my friend Michelle. So that's sitting in this little tote that I made, goodness, out of upholstery material. So, like I said, there's that. Then, like I said, here I am, and this canvas bag was given to me by my friend Felicia when she would take her crochet with her when she took her uncle to chemotherapy for his cancer. And she did crochet until he passed away, and then she lost her mojo. Crocheting reminded her of her favorite uncles, so she gave me her yarn and her canvas bag that says feeling #1 superfine. Yeah, #1 weight yarn is superfine. And in here I have a shawl that I started, oh goodness, a while ago. And I don't even remember what the name of this one was, but it's kind of a triangular. I know I have it posted on Ravelry, and this is, I'm trying to find it, The Cozy Winter by Melanie Millinger. I'll see, I'll pull it out so I can show you what it will look like when I'm finished. Isn't that gorgeous, with the cables and all of the eyelets, yarn overs? And like I said, it's kind of a triangular, asymmetrical. So I started doing that, what was it, of a test knit? I don't remember right now, but anyway. There's the dog. I came across this. So I'm going to finish this too. And like I said, this I was using size 4 or 5 millimeter. I mean there. But anyway, it's knit. And the pattern is pretty much asymmetrical also. Started out small, and then you increase as it gets bigger. And it's another pattern that, even though it sat for years, I can pick it up and do it again. And that I knit all the way over to the marker. I do my yarn overs, knit 2 together, or SSK. I have my cable, could be a 4 to the front, 4 to the back, and that's it. And then you purl all the way back. It's just, it got put to the wayside, and I bought this yarn, I believe, from Hobie, and it is so soft. Oh, and I love it because it's got this little specks of rust and browns and blues, and it's on the idea of a DK, but it's so squishy and soft. So I want to finish this. I really and truly do. And that's what happens when you go looking for knitting needles or crochet hooks that you know you got, but you can't find them in the right place. So I went through all my project bags. And like I said, this, what did I say, is 9, 10? I haven't even hit the rest of them. And I will finish them. I will. Gives me something to do. Gives me a reason to continue going every day, doesn't it? So, now, here in my real fancy project bag, yeah, what's it say? Thank you. Is the project that I just couldn't wait to cast on. This again is from Green Lambkin Yarn. And she did a pattern for Magic Mini Mitts. And it's using mini skeins. And they're all, it's knitted. And I had to, once I got it, I had to cast it on. I had to. And it was surprise. I didn't know what colors she was sending. So this was why I needed my number 3 millimeter knitting needles. And I found the Prim. So here is my fingerless mitts. And I'm almost done. I'm doing the top where my fingers will stick out. It's with a twisted rib. Knit one through the back loop, purl all the way around on 44 stitches. That's what I did for the cuff. And then the rest of this is all stockinette. And here is where I'll come back and put in my thumb. So those 6 stitches right there, I will do thumbs. And it'll be knitted. And I have to increase 2 stitches on each sew. I'll end up with like 16 stitches for the thumb. But that is what I have been working on this week. I just got them Monday. Did they come Monday? Yeah, and here it is Friday, and this is, I've got them done. They're gorgeous, and this yarn is so soft. This is a DK, I believe, is what I ordered with DK. Yes, 6 20-gram DK minis. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm, like I said, a few more rows on the top, and then it's the thumbs, and they'll be done. And I will be very bright when I'm wearing these. So, okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry about that. My little lap table toppled over, and along went the phone that I'm recording on. I got the coordination of a bull in a china shop. I'm very sorry about that. See if I can get this to come back a little. Oh, wow, I'm really doing good, huh? Sorry about that, everybody. I'm going to make you seasick. But I just wanted to come on and do a catch-up, since I haven't talked to you all in such a long time. I have made it to Michelle Schleeper's live. I even got to Michelle Crochet and More. She used to be Crochets in Kansas. It's like, I did miss Granny D's live today, so I started replay. But otherwise, I get to them when I can, when I'm home and not working, and if I'm not sleeping. But this week I made, what did I make? Oh, we had chicken parm and noodles for dinner the other night, Wednesday night. And then Thursday I put 2 pot roasts. At Walmart you get these packages that has the small roasts Could be pork, could be beef. Well, with the potatoes and the carrots and the celery and the onions and stuff for slow cookers. Well, I got 2 of them because the roasts they're small. For a family of 5, we need it. But I put all of that in the slow cooker with the seasoning and let it simmer until the meat was fork tender. So then I took the broth, I thickened it and kind of made like a gravy for it to simmer in. That's what we had for dinner last night. Today we were all lazy. Brian ordered McDonald's. For Brianna, she didn't want pizza. Chasey wanted pizza. So, anyway, I had a fillet of fish and fries with my Coke Classic. And that was my dinner. But later I'll probably have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on oat nut bread. I like those. It's like a lot of grains and oat nuts and stuff. It's delicious. And I did go for my eye appointment for the ultrasound. I don't remember, did I update you on that? Maybe I did, because then I had to go a week later to see the doctor. Well, they're going to do cataract surgery. And we have scheduled that. I have to have a physical with my primary care physician first to make sure I'm cleared. Then March 11th, I go to have the right eye done. And then March 25th, I'll go to have the left eye done. And hopefully I'll stop getting these blurry vision and stuff. We're hoping. Anyway, that, like I said, is in March. So my March doctor's appointments are going to be busy. But the client has no, other than the Zoom meeting on the 11th, she has no other doctor's appointments this month, so that'll be good. Yes, my car is still in the garage, and I'm still looking for an engine. Someone gave me a name of like a auto shop, like where they take broken down cars and wrecks and stuff. They might have an engine that's good that I could buy and put in my car. She just gave me the phone number today. It's in Belchertown, Massachusetts, so I'm going to try that. So, hopefully I'll get my car back soon. I've had to use Courtney's. I feel so bad. I hate leaving her without a car, but Brian's got his truck and still waiting to get that cracked tail light fixed so he can get it inspected again. And, like I said, I've been doing my laundry. I help around the house when I can. I pick up some groceries, that I'll cook for the family because they all work. But it's hard with the kids because they tend to be a little picky eaters. So I try to fix something that they'll like, but also what grown-ups like. It's only fair. And Chasey liked the beef, I guess. He had some. I wasn't sure if he would. He's not a big meat eater, unless it's chicken. But Mama said he had some too. It was delicious. It was all gone today. And the crock pot was full of the potatoes and carrots and celery and onion and the roast and the gravy. It was all gone, so they all loved it. And that makes my heart feel good. And I've done dishes. Like I said, and done my laundry. Take the dog out. Other than that, that's what my life has been. Trying to doctor up, get rid of this sinus thingy and the throat thingy. Because if I go to my clients tomorrow, I'll wear my mask, but I can't wear it long term because then it affects my breathing. I think I need another cough drop. I've been talking, over an hour. Okay, it's going to take a while to upload, but just know that I love you all to the moon and back 100 zillion trillion times, and I try to get to your lives, and I try to watch your videos and stuff, and your shorts. Noni May puts up shorts that I catch, and I watch Miguel's videos. Might be a day or two after, but I do get around, and I leave a thumbie and replay or hugs or something. Most of the time, if it's on the TV, I have to go back and on the phone or my computer and add a comment. Yeah, I watch YouTube videos on the TV. Nice and big to see everybody. But, like I said, that is what I've been up to. And I hope to try and catch up with you all again soon. But I can't make any promises, because I never know what's going on that day or month and how I feel. It's heck to get old, and I've been busy. So just know that even if you don't see me, I'm watching you. I've got you on my mind. I'm thinking of you all the time. I have you in my heart always. And I say my prayers for you so that the good Lord watches over each and every one of you and keeps you happy and healthy and safe. Takes away your aches and your pains, your troubles, your worries, your woes. Keeps you safe from natural disasters, whether it's blizzards, snowstorms, torrential rains, mudslides, wildfires, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, flash floods, that the Lord lays his hands on you and takes away your pains and helps you to feel his presence and comforted by him being there with you. We're not alone. He is always with us. All we have to do is call his name or think of him, say a little prayer, and he's right there with us. And to all those who have been sick, I send healing prayers. To all those who have lost a loved one, I pray for you, and I know that the good Lord is going to be with you, helping you through that grieving process. But take care, everybody, and as I said, be safe. Stay warm, be healthy, be thankful, be grateful for everything that the Lord blesses us with. I am forever thankful for all that he has provided for me, a loving YouTube family like you, and my blood family. And you are always in my heart and in my prayers. Don't you ever forget that Mimi, Kitty Cat, loves you forever and always, and one day, infinity. So thank you, Lord, for all you have bestowed upon me. I am forever your humble servant, and I ask all of these things, Lord, in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Praise Jesus. I love you all. You're all a big piece of my heart. Here's my virtual hug for you. Take one, take two, take 3 or 4. Take more. I got a zillion of them. They're free, and I'm a hugger. So, love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and a kiss upon your cheek, because you and you and you are also sweet. God bless you and keep you, and I will try to see you soon as I can. God bless. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Sweet dreams. Now, hola, Aloha, Wiedersehen, well trusten, Karkito, ano, namaskaram, nosta, borda, buenas noches, hasta mañana, hasta la vista, baby, adios, shalom, namaste, mahalo, ni hao, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, una notte, ni hao. Whatever time of day, afternoon, or evening it is where all of you are, enjoy your day, your afternoon, your evening, and be safe, happy, kind. Spread the love and not the hate. Be thankful and grateful for every day that the Lord wakes us up. And make the most of each and every day. Be crafty, be creative, be productive, pay it forward. Give a smile to all you meet, or give a little wave, or give a virtual hug. Make somebody's day a little bit brighter. Just know that I think of you all always, and I am so lucky and grateful to have you all in my family. I love you. I love you. Now, Chasey's favorite, konnichiwa. I will see you all soon. Kitty Cat loves you. Mwah. Take care. God bless. Sweet dreams.